Yeah. We back up in this motherfucker one more again. That's where it's all from. This is what we do. 314 all day. Every day you fuck with it. You can't. You wish you could. This is where we from. I keep telling y'all to stop making my fabric because y'all ain't cut for the same cloth. We out here. This is a Veterans Day edition. Shout out to all the vets. My co-host and cousin is a Navy vet, but I want to shout out Major Slack, Captain Smoot, Captain Steve, Sergeant Major Campbell, Sergeant Freddie Kelly, Captain Diembo, aka Debo, my wife. We are all veterans of the United States military. Most of those are Army vets, and the rest of those are Navy motherfuckers, but we fucks with them all. This is what we do. This is where we hail from. This is where it's at. All day, every day. This is what we do. Shout out to Hillsdale, the Ville, the Valley. It's everybody what we do. Everybody. I also want to shout out to the homie Clint. I missed the homie Clint. Clint came across my mind, so shout out to the homie Clint. But this is week motherfucking 10. Week 10 of the Monday morning quarterback Veterans Day edition. Yeah. So before we get into everything, of course, we got to do our welcome, our disclaimer. If you're not in the chat room, I got away from this. Get in the chat room. Shit goes down. We have some trades that's kicked off today, but we're gonna jump into our sponsors. 5026 Broadway, North Side. On Broadway, liquor owned and operated by our very own El Patron Ramon Buford. Has a second location, Dr. J's over on Page and Vanderbilt. Go holler at them. Then we got our other BC Plumbers, owned and operated by the homie Anthony Clark, aka Lil Petey. Anyway, go holler at them for all your commercial and residential needs. So you a Navy vet, man. How long did you do?
I only did 3 years.
You did 3 years. Dig that. I did I've been on about 17 years. I'm an Army nurse. What did you do? You was on a boat. I knew you was on a ship. And you was out at sea a long time. Lots of time.
I was an OS.
OS. Operation Specialist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, I know my Navy shit, so I fucks with that. I was an Army nurse for a nice little while. But shout out to all the vets. Only 1% of the motherfuckers do what we do. It's not that we did and it's not that we can and you can't. It's that we did and you didn't. Shit, that's all I pretty much got. You want to talk about the trade? We had a trade that happened this morning between the Gronk and the New Northside Fantasy Football Club was it Trey Lance and A-Rod in a second?
Yeah. Yeah. Gronk got
A-Rod.
I don't think that's a huge trade. Well,
I mean, it's just a trade that have we reported the news, man? You just want to get into it. You don't
that was a big trade. I mean, he got a backup quarterback. Right. They probably won't even use him. I mean, old boy had his bye week already, so
yeah, Trey Lance was trash today too. He was. Do you disagree?
Cooper Rush was trash.
I didn't say he wasn't.
You're a big Cooper Rush fan.
I am.
And
I'm a critical
so why you ain't bring up him? He the one who had negative points. Because I'm hearing your critique about Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush, I am a fan, or I have been a fan of.
Cooper Rush a bomb.
Trey Lance is the number 3 overall pick, and he got they
Who played the most today?
I'm just giving history at the
end of the day. Most today.
They played a half and a half.
Who played the most today?
Half and half. When they came back from the half,
Cooper Rush played in the second half too.
Oh, then Cooper Rush played more. So they took Trey Lance out.
You know how many passes Cooper Rush did?
I don't know. I was just quoting the fact that
No, let's talk
Trey
about
Lance was the number 3 overall pick,
what
and
that got to
he
do with
got
anything?
that San Francisco paid his ass to go.
What that got to do with anything?
It don't. I'm just out here. It's my show. I can say the fuck I want. That's it. So Trey Lance is trash.
No. Cooper Rush. He threw 23 passes.
Mm-hmm.
He completed it for 45 yards.
Mm.
He is a fucking bum. But Cooper Rush is the guy. Cooper Rush is the guy. You know who else was a bum today?
Trey Lance.
Joe Flacco.
We gonna get into that, you motherfucker. I see where you going. Listen, can we get into the?
Oh, tell me what you thought about Cooper Rush performance.
Cooper Rush performance was garbage, hot garbage.
Cooper Rush is a bum, man.
Nah.
Why not? Tell
Cooper
me why
Rush,
he's not a bum.
stat for stat.
Tell me why he's not a bum.
Stat wise, he's a bum. I will go ahead and give you that. Cooper Rush is a bum. I was wrong on Cooper Rush. Were you wrong on Trey Lance?
That's irrelevant.
No, Cooper Rush is a bum. I was wrong on him. Were you wrong on Trey Lance?
Sure, if that's what you need to hear to help you play. But you like to bring up how great, every chance you get, you want to tell me how Trey Lance was a bum because I picked him.
No, it's not because you picked him. It's because I've always been So y'all sit up and say, "Oh, you start hating."
Everything you about to say, I said about Cooper Rush. So yes, everything you said about Trey Lance, I said about Cooper Rush. But you love you some Cooper Rush. What's the difference? See, look at you finna defend him. You finna say
I'm not finna defend anything. Dude played like trash, and I've already officially said he's a bum. But my point of the matter is, y'all like to sit up and say, you only start saying niggas bums because so-and-so picked them or because so-and-so picked them up and this, that, and the other. Before draft day, I always have my critiques.
True. That's fact.
So I started calling Trey Lance because you thought he was great.
Because ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, you can have Trey Lance that make you feel better.
I don't have to have him. Is this what we finna do? This is how we start the show.
It's finna be real hostile tonight.
I don't get no fucks. Listen, at the end of the day, you want to make it seem like a motherfucker go and hate on motherfuckers because of who picked them. No, I give my critiques on motherfuckers in college. I give my critiques on motherfuckers before draft.
What about LBJ Bijan?
Bijan is his name.
LBJ Bijan.
His name is Bijan. At the end of the day, LeBron was rookie of the year.
Here you go.
LeBron was rookie of the year. Bijan couldn't even take the rookie record, and he was the Clinton.
You said, "Oh, he ain't the guy.
He ain't the second coming." He's not. He's not. Is he leading the league in rushing? Did he not LBJ?
We playing fantasy football. Don't try to shit on one stat. Try to act like that one stat is the only stat that matters. Where he ranked in fantasy? Top 5.
Top 5.
As a rookie, where he finished?
What, top 5? Top 10, I know. Top 10, I know. Probably 8. Was it 8?
It was top 10.
It was 8.
I don't know where it was at, but it was.
I think it was 8.
Because you and Lennox argued about it all the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and get into these games. Fuck what you talking about.
LBJ Bijan.
His name is Bijan Robinson. You call him what the fuck you want to.
Listen, you the one that came up with the name.
I said he not the second coming like LBJ is what I said. Anywho, we finna get into these.
What he done since you had said that?
20s, 20 plus. Sent about 4-5 weeks. 6. Okay. I'll get to that nigga when it's his time.
I'm just
and
saying.
You can go ahead and slob his knob. You can slob his knob when it's his time. Why am I hating? Why?
Because Lennox got him.
That's not why. It has nothing to do with that.
You know who ass you was kissing?
Whose?
Josh Jacob.
Josh Jacob was runner-up for Rookie of the Year. Josh Jacob has.
What was he in fantasy?
Josh Jacobs has. Josh Jacob has played. He was runner-up for the Rookie of the Year. Josh Jacobs has led the league in rushing and has the rushing title. Josh Jacobs has the rookie record for his.
What year did he lead the league in rushing?
2 years ago.
That'd been what, his 4th year in the league?
Maybe.
How many since we come about rushing, what he rushed for his rookie year?
8, 9.
What Bijan rushed for his rookie year?
835, something like that.
You know that by heart.
Mm-hmm.
Same like what this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Here's what I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one time, have you ever criticized Josh Jacobs?
I have.
The way you criticize,
I have.
Bullshit.
But at the end of the day, listen, you want to sit up and say that dude is all
no, I'm saying LBJ Bijan because that's what you said.
What record does he hold as far as running backs go? What record?
What the fuck that got to do with anything?
Because LeBron has records.
No, that LBJ Bijan. He fucking.
I'm not going to argue that dumb shit. But you gonna get how many records does he own?
What record?
How many records? You won't answer my question. You want me to? I'm asking a simple question. How many records does he own?
I don't know.
None.
Okay, let's say none. What was the records LeBron owned after his rookie year?
None.
What the fuck you talking about then?
LeBron was rookie of the year though.
Okay.
So we got the Missouri Kings and the People's Champ. 6-3, 4-5. Missouri Kings are first in their division. People's Champ are second in the North. Projected to hit their first career 300-point game. They currently sit at 299.16. We do like points on the board, but 307 is where he projected to finish. You got, listen, Chase and Burrow combined for 99 points. No, 109 points. I'm sorry. 109 points for your stack. That is a stack that stacks. And 109 points as the linchpin. 1/3 of your 300-point game came from two motherfuckers, and you got George Pickens coming up on the back end. Missouri Kings 200 projected to hit 210. Hubbard, great game. Bateman, great game. Minnesota defense. This is where we get into some of the stuff that you was talking about and have been talking about. We're getting down to, we are 1 week plus away from going back into division. You have to have these outside division games before you go back in, and the People's Champ went out there and got themselves back to 5-5 before going back, and they face next week. People's Champ, they have Team Commish. That's going to be a tough one. So for them to go 5-5 and be able to go back into division down a couple, that'll be good for them. Missouri Kings, on the flip side, they have a game against Sparks Bucks, and that could be a tough one. Right now, the way I see it, easily, without question, People's Champ kills this. So congratulations and shout out to the motherfucking People's Champ again. You went out there and fucked them niggas up.
All right. So it was a big week for People's Champ. Big week for his stack. Just two guys, Burrow and Chase, had 109, and then they did have Taylor Britt going. He had 7. That was just on Thursday, so he walked out of Thursday game with home court advantage, like at 120, almost 120. Right now he's at 299. That Eagles defense stepped up big. Head coach got him some good points. Overshine. I remember Chibo came in the room and he was telling people to go pick up the Dallas linebacker Overshine. I think Cheese the Don picked him up, but then dropped him after he had a bad game. And so just so happened that the Raiders on defense, People's Champ needed a linebacker. He picked up Overshine. picked him up and started him. Bang. All around, yeah. I mean, you get close, you get 300 all around. Everybody stepped up. Jennings coming
Can I
back.
say something? You know who did the step up? And this could have been, which I saw before, or in my eye envisioned before the game. I thought I was getting real close to potentially Lindsey's score, but they're definitely probably coming and getting that second place. Montgomery has done shit for him so far. So far. He just broke 302. So congratulations, that's where you are. But Overshawn, 20 points before the injury. 2 sacks, 11 tackles. That's wow. That's 20 points for your linebacker. And he got 19 from Lloyd. This motherfucker went crazy. He went crazy. And they set the tone with that stat.
Yeah, they had a good game. He had a real good game. Real good game.
On the other side, Mayfield let Missouri Kings down with 9. Mooney got him 15. Ramondre got him 10. I was surprised with Ramondre only getting 10 against the Chicago defense. Justice Hill 2. Did he have any major players on bye? Geno, Wiggs. Nope. Geno the only real nigga that was on bye. Trey Palmer got him 0.5 on the bench. Hey, up and down, but Missouri Kings is a very scary squad. Missouri Kings goes out 6-4. Brandon gets back to 5-5 with their first career 300-point game.
Congratulations to People's Champ. Only the 5th team in this league to ever score over 500. I mean, over 300.
We 12 years in?
So that's pretty big.
That's definitely the
3rd team this season, though.
The 3rd team this season? Yes. 5th team in history. So shout out to the People's Champ. I want to move over to one of the other teams that did score 300 this year. The UCD Lions achieved the dive. This is an interesting one. Now, we got to take our time with this. Not to shit on Brandon, but Brandon, yours was a pretty lopsided victory. UCD Lions currently sits 4-5, last in their division. Projected to hit 218. Cheese the Don, 3-6, second in their division, 2 games off the lead. 228 for Cheese the Don, projection to hit out, 175 currently. 204 for UCD Lions currently, projected to hit 218. And we like what?
We like points on the board.
Then you got Connor got him 25, 24. Eckler has come on since Robinson has been down. I've been critical of Eckler. Eckler was supposed to be old. Eckler doing his thing. I ate some crow on that, and I fucks with it. Kelsey came out these last few weeks, been doing his thing. Pierce on the other side, 20. He came with a late touchdown, pissed off the Lions. Mr. Tush Push, Mr. 4 touchdowns, Mr. Motherfucking Man, Jalen Hurts. I kept telling motherfuckers that was a great trade. Motherfuckers kept on shitting down on it. That's not a great trade, but he got him 31, 202, 4 total touchdowns. Time in a second.
You love to jack your dick on that trade. Why?
I'm not jacking my.
No, that's exactly what you're doing. Because I remember last week I said I made a good trade to Ramon for the safety. You gonna let jack your dick on that?
I ain't say none of that.
The second time in a row. Every time you talk about Jalen Hurts, you got to bring it back to that trade. So you
I talk about Ramondre Stevens and Godwin? Do I talk about it every time?
I'm just saying you like to jack your dick on that trade.
Do I talk about it every time?
Do you like to jack your dick about that trade?
Do I talk about it every time?
Yeah, but do you?
Okay, there it is. So I say the same thing about this one. Now
so for the rest of the time being, as long as we in this league,
mad at the motherfucker because you say he's selfish. He taking away from your boy touchdowns. You mad?
You just wait a minute. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I have said that.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say in the room?
Oh, that was a parody. That was a poke at you.
What did you say in the room?
I said Jalen Hurts is a selfish motherfucker. Is what I said.
No. That ain't what you said.
Yes, it is. What I said.
You said Hurts is killing Devontae value.
And I did.
How many points he get today?
Who? Devontae?
Yeah.
We'll get to that game in
How many points he get today? We stand here. We having a conversation because you pissing me off.
I don't give a fuck about
3.65.
He had 3.65.
That ain't no parody. That wasn't no parody. That was coming from the heart. Because even though you knew you was gonna lose today, you like to see your players still do good. And when you see him getting 3.65, that shit pisses you off. And what you say? Oh, Hurts is killing. He killing Smith Valley.
Was it not a great trade?
Yes, I did. Not say that?
Yes, I did. 100%. Thank you. So, but is that a good trade for you for Cheese Dedon? Yes or no? Has he been balling for Cheese Dedon this year?
He has been balling. Okay. You gonna jack that dick every time?
The same way I went and Ramondre.
Are you gonna jack his dick every
time? Yep, every time. Every rip. Yup. Yep. Now, back to it. You're going to get your 31 points, 4 touchdowns for Jalen Hurts. Brown got you 24. Pierce got you a dub. Now, 227 is where you projected to hit. You still have Puka going on Monday night. You got Tipton, you got your 0.1. Listen, did you leave anything really on the bench? Derek Carr, we won't know until. No, you didn't. Derek Carr got you 22. Hurts got you 3. Jordan Humphrey, you didn't really need shit on the bench. On the other side, UCD Lions. Listen, I'm gonna get into the actual facts of this. Cheese Dedon can gain a game with this win, which is big for him, taking them to 4-6. UCD Lions, if they lose, they go to 4-6, and this could possibly significantly close their door on the playoff chances. I think they're currently sitting at a 30% chance, 28% chance to make the playoffs. They need this win to go back to 5-5. And it's possible. This is a real tight one. I still got, and Brian, if you let me down on this, I can't let this motherfucker get a game on me. I'll never forgive you for this, you lousy motherfucker. And both of these motherfuckers with the, your words, the jinx, they've been jinxing back and forth all day. At the end of the day, both these cats need this win. And it could, who does it impact more? I want your opinion. Who does the loss and or win impact more in your opinion?
A loss impact Brian more.
Okay.
You losing, Cheese could gain a win on you.
A game in the division, yeah.
But you still, you lost. And so it ain't hurting him as much. It's a critical game for Brian. He needs to win.
Mm-hmm. I think Darnold getting you 9 points and 3 picks, that ain't gonna help you.
Who?
Darnold.
Yeah, listen. I understood why he was starting, and this ain't hindsight 2020. I understood why he was starting Darnold. After the game Herbert had last week, I would have started Herbert, and I'm sure he'll probably start Herbert. Matter of fact, Herbert's had 3 good games in a row. But they've been going with Darnold. They was playing Jaguars. The Jaguars got the.
I lost you. Technical difficulty and whatnot. But you was telling us about Brian and how this impacts him more.
Yeah. So, do they both got? Okay. Yeah. Cheese got 2 people going. All right, so yeah, I think Brian got to win. This, if he goes with 6 losses and then he going back into division play the way World Boss is playing. World Boss actually has looked like the best team in the league the last 3 weeks. Tebow Burgers is consistently good at the top of his game. And Team Commish, they are undefeated. So what can you say? Brian, he's already on thin ice. This You can't lose this game as your full squad, your full. I mean, he missing uh, he missing T Higgins, but I mean everybody on his team pretty much stepped up. He has some duds. Don't get me wrong, but I mean you got 20 from your linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason he just keep a linebacker that just goes off.
Yeah.
And I mean
Yeah.
everybody in your starting lineup pretty much stepped up. Connor got you 24, Kelsey got you 22, Eckler got you 22.
Mm-hmm.
This is I mean, it could have been better. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a perfect lineup. It wasn't a perfect lineup, but you can't lose this game. And if you do lose this game, I think you're done. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna fight. We didn't buried you before, but you can't lose this game.
If he
So
wins this, he goes 5-5, and then next week he has a shitty matchup against the Black Republicans. So going into Division 6 wins is better than going in with 6 losses into the South. It just is. Going in anybody's division, shit. So what you got? Who you calling?
I got Brian winning.
You got
I don't
Brian
like
winning?
that Brian up by 20, almost 30 points right now. The
Mm-hmm.
Lions aren't looking great. He really needed Jesus Don really needed the Detroit head coach to step up. Tomorrow he got Puka defense, some defensive players in the Rams defense. That's a lot to ask.
It is.
He needed. I think he needed at least 185 tonight.
Mm-hmm. That 0 from Tipton didn't hurt. I mean, didn't help.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't too much he could do about that. I mean, it was some guys in free agency, but I don't know. I probably would have went with Tipton too. And then nobody see MVS in coming.
28. That's crazy. And
Yeah,
Devontae just dropped him, if yet earlier today, if not yesterday. So you said you got Brian winning. Honestly, as much as it pains me, I don't honestly. I don't even want either one of these motherfuckers to win. But more so, I don't want Chiefs to Don to win because I need that 2-game advantage. So Brian going back into division 2 games up, I'm fine with that. I'm sure the South will wipe his ass out. I'm going with Brian. I'm going with Brian.
What's that all about? The South will wipe him out.
You just said it, not me.
You got a problem with Brian?
Touchdown. That just happened, people.
What just happened?
David Montgomery touchdown. And that put the people's champ at 3 motherfucking 10. 310. Damn, nigga. So again, shout out to Brandon. Doing your thing. So we move on for the U City Lions. Cheese to Don. It's gonna be a tight one. Both of y'all need that one. Let's we're gonna go to team commission. You mentioned team commission. Team commission versus I don't even want to say your arch nemesis because that's like saying Cheese to Don and y'all got a rivalry. But Sparks Bucks, aka Lord Hate, currently projected hit 173, sitting at 139, 154. Where team commission sits, and we like points on the board. 226 is where he's going to finish. Patrick Mahomes, 18 points. Kittle, 15. Baker, 15. Pollard, 11. Byard, Tracy, 20. Sparks Bucks, you are the same as Cheese. You 2 games behind, about to be 3. You're not at this point, you're going to do what you do every year, and that's play spoiler. You're going to come in at this particular point and hate on and say how the fact that you lost means I won and some more shit. And David Montgomery got the 2-point conversion. Ain't that some shit? So he's up to 312. Shout out to Brandon again. But Lord Hayes is going to come in there. Oh, I ruined this and this, that, and the other. That just ain't going to cut it in this league. We a grown man league and get your nuts up, nigga. That's all I got. Team commission continues their winning ways, 10-0. Best start in the AAFL history, and they continue their quest for 17-0.
This is a pretty disappointing night for Team Commish. Just a lot of bad coaching decisions. Team Commish is really. I don't want this to come off as a bragging, but I understand some of you guys. Y'all look just take a win, and it's like, ooh, I got to win because you got a lot of losses, which I get. You got a lot of losses, but look at you. You don't find that funny.
I'm listening to your show.
I just hit you with one of my good jokes, and you sitting there like I'm rubbing it in your face or something.
I'm listening, sir.
Okay.
So
the game within the game. Cheapo Burgers, World Boss, Team Commish. Of course, we all want to win. But I would like to win scoring title. I like to win bragging rights. I definitely don't want World Boss to win either one of them because then that's just another. He already got 3 scoring titles. He get another one. That's 4. I'm the only one with 3 bragging rights. He get another one. That'll be 3. Chibo, if things break right for Chibo, he could possibly be the first person in the league to get the Cinco crown. So, listen, I'm happy about the win, but it's a few things that was left on the bench, and my logic I thought was good, but it was terrible. And
you want to talk about the Texas defense, Mr. Olakan?
It's really the Texas defense. Olakan, listen, I learned my lesson. But the Texas defense they've been playing great all year, and I should have, even though they was playing against Detroit, I should have. Goodness gracious, I should have just stuck with them, and this game would be even more of a blowout. I'm losing. Just left a lot of points on the bench. Lil Kine, I could deal with that one, but it just pains me. But I'll take the win. I'll be happy about the win. As far as the other side,
2.8 from Javonte Williams ain't gonna do it.
He just made that trade Saturday night.
The rookie Xavier Worthy 2.8.
Since we talking Javonte Williams, if we notice, he got 2.8, but if you notice, he only got 1 yard rushing. If we go look on my bench, I picked up Audric Estime. He had 53 yards rushing. The week before, the head coach said he thought he was going to get more opportunities. This week, he got 53 yards, led the team in rushing. He could be in line to take over that RB1 spot.
So are you saying that the Javonte Williams situation is not well?
It's concerning, but whatever. And he traded away Ricky Pearsall, who had a pretty good game today. After he had 2 catches for 53 yards and a touchdown.
Are you trying to say he got fucked over?
I mean, he won that trade. He made that trade. I'm not, maybe he thought he needed more running back. Running backs are king, but sometimes you got to do a little research. I mean, the writing was on the wall. We had been talking about it in the group for a while. So,
are you saying he got took to the Mosey Wilson? Simple yes or no.
I think it was a bad trade on his part. But I mean, they was playing Kansas City. Nobody does great against Kansas City.
Estime got 53 yards.
That's not great. He had 6 points.
It's better than the 1 yard that Javonte got.
I mean, but I'm saying nobody does great against Kansas City. All right, I'm ready. I'm just watching the game, man. The game ain't over. Sometimes when the game ain't over, I can't give y'all my full undivided.
This is the bullshit I be talking about, y'all. Look, we're gonna go ahead and jump into.
You gotta pay attention to the game.
Gronk and New York City Matrix.
This was a close game last time I checked.
It is. It's still close. 5-4, third in the West. The Gronk on a killing spree. Ain't they on like a 5-game winning streak? Then you got the New York City Matrix. They are on a 2-game winning streak. Both are in the 140s right now. Both projected to finish out in the 160s. Mixon, Fairbairn, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Andrews, Purdy. I don't want to spend. I got to spend a little bit of time on this because both of these teams are 5-4. Gronk is on a 5-game winning streak, and next week they have a game against the ass kickers. On the other side, New York City Matrix, they are first in their division still, and they got a matchup next week against Chibo Burgers. Both need this win. I want to say Gronk needs it more in order to continue their playoff run. Matrix, they division trash. They can lose one and still go ahead and pop off in division and still win it. But 168, 169, 164, y'all final projections, that's sad. That's very sad. Very, very sad for both of you guys. 2 of the forefathers of the league. This is very, very sad. But I got to pick one, and I'm picking Matrix again. This nigga done dropped his.
All right. Yeah, this is not a good game for either one of them. Matrix is trash. I knew when Jonathan Mingo got sent out at 10:30, an hour and a half. Well, actually, he was out before his game didn't start till he didn't have his game went to the late game, but he was already ruled out before the 1:00 game started.
Mm-hmm.
I even mentioned it in the chat. Of course, Matrix didn't take him out because he had already done his Sunday morning wake up routine by then. Matrix fucking trash. And Golf is letting him down right now with 4 interceptions. So that's 8 points off the board.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
that's 4 interceptions. That's crazy.
I think Gronk will sneak in there and win this game.
This motherfucker just threw 5. Gronk, you go on to motherfucking 6-4. Said you go down to 5 and motherfucking 5. This nigga just threw another motherfucking interception.
That's 22 points on my defense. Goodness gracious. That's hard to see, man. That's why it's hard for me to do this game. I'm just kicking myself. Like, I'm thinking Atlanta playing in New Orleans. What a stupid. The energy is low because I got 22 points from my defense on the bench.
This is why he wanted to start off the show fighting, y'all. He be in a
fighting.
Yes, you would.
No, we had. I wasn't in the mood to let you speed through the school zone, so I stopped you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all you do is speed through the school zone.
I take my time and my portion of the segment to speak my truth.
No, you speed through late Trey Lance is trash, but who you should have started with was Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush is trash too.
No, yeah. After I forced you to say it,
Cooper Rush is also not the 3rd overall pick.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. He was the starter. He was the starter. You want to hold him to his draft pick, but you don't want to hold a man who they said you are the best player for the team to start. You don't want to hold him.
Yeah.
Nothing. Why?
Because I shit on Dak Prescott too. Dak is trash. He wasn't worth the money.
You shit on Dak for who? Who should have been starting? Say that. Tell us who should have been starting over Dak. Why you don't want to say it? You see what I'm saying? You want to just speed through the goddamn school zone again. I shit on Dak. But you don't want to remind the people who you said would have been a much better option than that.
Cooper.
Rush is fucking trash. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Like,
who wins?
I already told you I got Gronk winning.
Do you? Yeah, because Jared Goff. At the end of the day, 169, 161 the projection. Tank Dell getting you 8. Robert Woods getting you 0.1. This overall setup. Did y'all leave anything on the bench? Nope. This is the best you motherfuckers could do. Well, actually, Russell Wilson had 19 on the bench. That would have did Said better. But overall, listen, Said you in the red, 75, 25%. Unless Goff come back and just do some major shit in the fourth quarter, you go down. So that's that. Who is it? We got El Patron. No, you know what? I want to go to Hurricane Walker and Black Republicans. Your favorite, my favorite. 130. Pardon?
I don't really got nothing to say about this guy.
Really, we don't. Black Republicans trash. They go to 1-9. 6-4. Hurricane Walker goes through. Yeah, it's really not. What do we say? What can we say? You could possibly go in and shit on them. Dude actually made moves early this week, so you don't have that. But it's disappointing that Said didn't go in and notice Mingo. That is definitely some Bush League shit. But Hurricane Walker been on his shit, man. So
no, he ain't. No, he ain't. Don't do that. Don't do that. He been on his shit. Hey, come on, man. Anyway,
house this week, everybody got in their spot. He set his lineup up, and he set the best lineup up out there.
This nigga woke up, brushed his teeth, and you want to fucking give him a motherfucking ribbon. Oh, he brushed his teeth today. He took on, he got his pants, and he put it on one leg at a time, and he put on socks, y'all. He been on his shit. Like, he did what it fucking, like, he made a fucking lineup. He been on his shit. Like, dude, he made his lineup at Tuesday. And
he moves after Tuesday.
He playing Black Republic, okay?
Who's trash.
So it don't even fucking matter about this week. Let's see what he do another week when. Like, I'm not finna give him credit. He been on his shit. Come on, man.
Next week he got Choose the Don, who has over the last 4-5 weeks been second or third in scoring.
He already done that game.
Next week against Hurricane Walker is going to be a crazy.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, we'll talk about it on Monday. You got nothing else to say about Hurricane Walker or your friend Black Republican, who I personally I ain't even gonna do the vote thing. It's cool. It ain't nothing. But
you gonna do the what?
The election thing. You know what? It ain't nothing that we
lost the election.
Huh?
He won. He won the election.
No, I'm talking about the history. The history, yeah.
He won the election. He was a Trump guy, and he won. Let it go, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So we're gonna let go that he pushing false narratives and AI generated Trump videos. Okay.
If we talking about the election, who won?
Trump.
His guy. Black Republic. That's his guy.
Does he put in AI generated videos and false information, misinformation?
Who won the election?
I answered your question. That's the thing. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all have a problem with
the election.
I said Trump did. So I asked, does he put out false narratives, AI generated videos, and misinformation?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm moving.
Do you like that moral victory? Even though you lost, does that moral victory kind of make it like that evens it up for you? don't want to answer that question. See, you just said, "Oh, I need my questions answered." Then when I come back and ask you, "Did you like that moral victory that you just got at the
Yes.
end?" You do.
Yes.
To make
Because
you
my
feel
thing is,
better.
at the end of the day, you push lies, and
And
you
he won.
okay with pushing lies.
Did he win?
He did one. He
All
did
right.
got one.
That's all that matters.
Okay. Uh, moving the fuck on. Broad Street Bullyfoots, El Patron. Another.
You know why Broad Street Bullyfoots lost?
Tell me why.
Because he started Cooper Rush.
I walked into that one. I did.
How many points did Cooper? I bet you scored more points than Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush scored minus
Did
1.4.
you score more points than Cooper Rush?
Yes, I did because I scored nothing.
How was your fantasy day?
My fantasy day was horrible. We'll get to that.
No, how was your fantasy day? No, I'm talking about you personally, Ira.
I didn't do anything as a.
So you had a 0.
I had a 0.
But did you score more points than Cooper Rush?
Did
you score more points than Cooper Rush?
I have more points than Cooper Rush.
So did you today? Today, did you score more points than Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush, yes. Yes.
Did Trey Lance score more points than Cooper Rush?
Really did.
You know why Bullyfoot is gonna lose this matchup?
Because he started Cooper Rush. He also left John Michie on the bench. Nobody wants to talk about that. But
about that, I mean, he started Cooper Rush.
Who else was he gonna start?
Huh?
You can hear get the shit out there. Who else was he gonna start?
Mac Jones. He could have started Mac Jones.
Mac Jones would have got him 6. That's more than 1.45. You are absolutely correct.
Don't lie to the people.
What?
He did not score 1.45.
I said negative 1.45. I'm sorry. Minus 1.45 that he got. Matter of fact,
trash.
Yes, he is.
All right. And you know who else had 3 interceptions?
Why did Moan leave?
You know who else had 3 interceptions?
Who?
Joe Flacco. So you benched the young boy, and in the last 2 games since you benched the young boy, the guy that's supposed to be showing him the ropes, he got like 5 interceptions or 6 interceptions. The motherfucker just refused to throw the ball to his team. He just gonna throw to the other team every goddamn game because he supposed to be showing the young boy the ropes. The tight end going to the bench only for the guy who really is a fucking turnover machine to come in and take over. Fuck out of here.
He's played 30 games since high school.
You can tell me you can do all that 30 games, this, that, and that. All I know is the guy who coming in for him keep throwing the ball to everybody else. He throwing the ball to everybody. If you turn around at the right time, you'll get a fucking interception.
I gotta give you that one.
I don't know. The young boy might need to go back in.
I don't think he's going back in. Not this season.
He might need to if he keep throwing interceptions. What the fuck is
it's the Bills Mafia, and he's still.
The reason he got the start is because they saying he gave them the best chance to win, and he ain't doing nothing but losing, and they losing because he throwing the ball, he turning the ball over.
So was they when they was losing when
It don't matter.
Oh, that don't matter.
I'm telling you why he got benched. It don't make no sense to bench somebody and then the person you bench him for come in and he playing worse.
Is he playing worse?
3 turnovers.
It happens.
Well,
I know a top 5 quarterback that
Last week.
Matter of fact, I'm finna give you 3 top 5 quarterbacks that have had 3 interceptions in the game.
Give me 3.
Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love.
Jordan Love ain't top 5.
He finished top 5 last year. He finished second.
But he ain't top 5 this year.
I'm saying, Pat, top 5 quarterbacks that have thrown 3 interceptions in a game: Flacco, Allen, and Hurts. I mean,
Love. Every quarterback in those three quarterbacks. That's just more victory shit.
That ain't more victory. You up shit for 3 interceptions, but you.
No, because that's the point. What was the point of him getting benched? Because we felt we got a chance to win, and we ain't won shit, and he was playing bad. But you come in and you playing worse.
Based off what? Worse based off what?
Based off the interceptions you keep throwing. Y'all lose by 10. It was 30-10. You threw 3 interceptions. Fuck out of here.
So you want AR-15 back in?
Suits need to be. I ain't saying nothing out of Joe. All you doing, you might as well. You ain't helping. You ain't helping the young man. You just hurting.
Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl winner. Joe Flacco has a veteran career. And as you said, there are a multitude of quarterbacks, veteran quarterbacks, who've thrown 3 interceptions.
What's Joe Flacco record since we've been?
That I don't know.
Yes, you do. They only played 2 games. How many games have they won?
None.
Did they win last week when they couldn't even get in the red zone?
They got in the red zone this week.
You know what they did? Oh, they did get in the red zone this week after you do 3 interceptions. Like you. It's amazing that you find with trash performances when
I'm not fine with it.
It's somebody that you ain't picked to be bad. But since you picked AR-15 to be a horrible quarterback, let's not give him no more chances. Let's stick with the trash old guy. Like, dude, it ain't like I'm making this shit up. We see that the motherfucker throwing interception after interception. We see they losing games.
Now, like you said, you're not the only motherfucker to see it. I'm not the only motherfucker to see it how I see it. Of course, up and down ESPN, everybody's been talking about it, or prior to that, as long as this is a direct quote from ESPN, as long as AR-15 is the quarterback, everybody at ESPN and everybody in fantasy is down on the Colts offense, period, but mainly their wide receivers. Did you read that as well?
Yeah. I read that. I read
so
that.
I wasn't the only one saying it.
I read that about Bryce Young too. You still feel the same way?
No, hold on. No. You asked, did I feel the same way?
I've never feel the same way.
I was never critical of Bryce Young. I do have my own opinion. My point of the matter is, you say
I heard you use ESPN as your goddamn source.
No, my ESPN is not my source. I'm using them and saying that we see some of the things the same way. So that when you say that I'm hating or anything like that, it's not that. It's literally me having my opinion and seeing somebody else that sees the same thing I do. Now, ESPN said the same thing I did. The same thing when we go back last year to Najee and stuff like that. I wasn't hating. It's just that we see the same thing. Now, going forward, ESPN said that they would not, even on their fantasy team, would not start an Indiana Colts wide receiver as long as AR-15 was back there. I said the same thing. That's my point, is that I'm not pulling it out my ass, and I'm definitely not hating. It's just that motherfuckers that watch sports, we happen to see the same thing. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes we see things differently, like Trey Lance.
And Cooper Rush.
And what was the other cat that I was in love with? Locke. Drew Lock. And then it's another one out there too.
Oh, bunch of. Anyway, Bully first lose because he started Cooper Rush. El Patron goes to
5-5.
5-5, but
it's getting ready to be a lot of 5-5 teams this week. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of 5-5. People's Champ, Black Republican. I'm not Black Republicans. El Patron, the Ass Kickers. possibly the U City Lions. It's a lot of 5-5 niggas out there. It's gonna be interesting this playoff race. How you and we gonna I want you to think about something as we go through there because I want your synopsis on how you see different scenarios on how the playoff race is going end up. We already did them. We got World Boss and New North Siders. 2-7, fourth in the division, 139. These niggas out here doing their best, just throwing some. His kicker was his best points. World Boss, Mr. Record holder, world record holder in the AAFL record holder with 335. Currently sits at 242, projected to hit 253. Bijan Robinson, 32 points. Ridley, 27.
How many?
Got you 20.
How many did Bijan get? I ain't heard you.
32.6.
That's the best of the week.
It quite possibly is. I believe it is. Yeah, you got 2 more than Hurts.
That's crazy that Bijan out here doing it because when we thought about Bijan when he got drafted, we this dude gonna be like LeBron, and then he just putting up 30.
But he's not the best of the week. I'm sorry.
Who's the best of the week?
Lamar Jackson, great trade for motherfucking cheap.
He's not a running back.
At the end of the day, we said top scorer. You didn't say running back. Top scorer of the week is Lamar Jackson. A great trade for Tebow because he does great business. The ass kickers do great business. So shout out to the motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Who's the number one running back?
Number one running back this week is Bijan.
Why you like that? You see what I'm saying? People can see the hate.
It's not hate. I said, dude, a good player.
Now let's go. We gonna find somebody who outscored.
I just said I was
number one running back. You know what?
You didn't say the number one. You said that is he the number one?
We talking about?
No, I did. You can switch this up. That's why. And see, you motherfuckers out there. I know this nigga. I know him. And he over here, he gonna flip the script and do a little quick pivot. I used to be in shit playing basketball. He would pivot. Be like, I ain't travel. This is my pivot foot, and switch that motherfucker up. But listen,
that is great.
Yeah, it is.
You just do not want to give Bijan the credit that he has earned. Dude come in the league and just dominate, and we all seen
dominate.
We all seen it.
He didn't dominate.
We ain't dominating this year.
He's dominating this year, but he didn't come into the league dominating. He was the clear cut number one, couldn't get 1,000 yards.
He came in the league.
Clear cut number one, couldn't get the rookie record in Atlanta from a motherfucker that did it off the bench.
So rushing it. So rushing is the only stat that matters for running back.
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
Is rushing the only stat that matters?
And when you go down the history and they're looking at the running back numbers, yeah, that's what they're gonna look at.
That's what they're gonna look at.
Yes, sir.
So what you telling me? I just want to make sure I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall Faulk
did both.
Ain't a great running back because
he ran and so he didn't run and catch passes.
So what you telling me is what you telling? I just want to make sure I'm listening to you. A guy like Frank Gore, who got way more rushing yards than Marshall Faulk, is better.
No.
Why not? Why not?
Marshall had an all-around game.
Oh, what? Yeah, so that matters?
Yeah.
So what you telling me is
he's not the second.
No. Be quiet for a second and answer this. Mm-hmm. What you telling me is Algiers, even though he had a better rushing rookie year, that Bijan had a better year overall as a rookie versus Algiers' rushing year.
No, I think Algiers had a better rushing rookie year. I think Algiers had a better rookie year. My opinion.
Based off what?
Based on the fact everything he did off the bench. He wasn't a clear cut number one.
What?
Yes, he did.
When it comes to so what you trying
to tell me? Even this year,
what you trying to tell me? Wait a minute. What you trying to tell me is your draft position determines the stats.
You should determine
your drafted position determines the pure cut stats.
All of this is simply because I won't call this nigga LBJ. I never said that
no.
I never said he was trash.
Now you trying to go off because I got you in the corner.
You don't have me in the corner.
So does your draft position determine your stats?
It should.
So Brian Thomas Jr. is the number one wide receiver in this league.
Oh.
As far as rookies go.
No.
Why not?
Because he's not performing.
What are you talking about?
He's not performing excellent, just all the way around.
Name a rookie that's having a better year at wide receiver. And he was drafted after 3 wide receivers. So you got to give him an extra boost. Even if they was tied, you got to give him the boost because he was drafted after them, right?
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
Based off your dumb ass logic.
You don't have to like my logic. It's still mine. I never once said the nigga was trash. All I said was he's not the second coming. And I don't believe you can't make me think that he is. This nigga Jensen, that nigga's the second coming. That nigga's gonna be that motherfucker. He is having a great career.
I don't want to talk about him.
You don't have to
talk about somebody who the last 6 weeks have scored.
You talk about 6 weeks. I'm talking about a career, his season and a half.
Okay, his first rookie year was just as good, if not better, than Josh Jacobs. Ooh, that's Sting.
No, not really. Sting. Josh Jacobs was a runner-up for offensive rookie. He wasn't even
a rookie. That's because the rookies that year was trash. Because if you take Bijan numbers and you put him in that year, he right there. Because guess what? His numbers are damn near identical as fucking Josh Jacobs. That's why using that fucking thing as a goddamn barometer is stupid as fuck.
I don't give a fuck what you think is stupid.
You gotta use that barometer because you got nothing else.
You want me to say this nigga the second coming and he's not, in my opinion.
He Bijan.
You have your opinion, and I respect your opinion. Dude, I never once said he's not the second coming. I didn't give him shit. You know what?
You said he wasn't. What is he doing the last 6 games to make you think he ain't the second coming?
I just say he's having a good career. He has a good second season.
That's good.
He's having a good second half of his second season.
What he's done the last 6 weeks is
what did
good.
He do before that?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Yes, it was good.
It's just that's considered good. So what would be considered great?
Great. That was great. The last 6 weeks, great.
Been great.
Yep. Last 6 weeks, great.
Who else do you consider great? LBJ? I'm just asking, man. Dude, you consider LBJ great?
So
it's burning your ass.
Because I don't want to sit up and get a second coming. You can go whatever logic that you want. So at the end of the day,
the last 6 weeks say differently.
Okay.
Was
Carmelo great?
Yeah.
Was Carmelo great?
Yeah.
Was he the second coming?
No.
Yeah, I'm finna fuck you up. Carmelo should have won Rookie of the Year the year that LeBron won. I'm finna fuck. Carmelo beat him in every statistical category. That rookie year for him and Melo beat him in every category. So yeah, technically speaking, should Melo have won the Rookie of the Year? Probably.
What's that got to do with anything?
Because they're stats.
Okay.
At the end of the day, so we get ready to move on.
What you're trying to say is, I'm just wondering before we move on. Since Melo should have won, in your opinion, Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Why you giving LBJ Bijan beef?
Because LeBron had a better career.
They in year 2. Bijan in year 2.
Exactly. So let him earn the motherfucking title.
Have you seen the last 6 weeks?
I surely have, but that 6 weeks don't give a motherfucking career.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
6 weeks.
6 weeks don't make a career.
What has it been the last 6 weeks?
25 plus.
No, I'm saying, has it been great?
Yes.
Okay, then. That's LBJB time.
St. Brown just got a touchdown, people, thrown by Jared Goff.
Oh,
yeah, so, you know.
That should make me feel a lot better. I'm going into Monday night, and I got 4 guys going. He got 2 guys going. But I still left.
Like I said, if Goff go out here and really, really light it up in this fourth quarter, Matrix could come back. But we're going to go ahead and move on to our last game. This is the Ass Kickers versus
last game.
The Ass Kickers versus Chibo Burgers, and we're going to go ahead and get into your thoughts on the playoff breakdown, a little bit of my thoughts on the playoff breakdown. But 5-4, the Ass Kickers, getting ready to have a 4-game losing streak as predicted by the World Boss. 147, everybody was on bye. Sherwood, 17.8 points. Your linebacker out there doing things. Downs, 15, and EJ motherfucking Speed. 2 great linebackers. 38.3 points by Lamar Jackson. 21 from London. 18.9. We're just going to call it 19 for Laporta on Chibo Burgers. Chibo Burgers, I will say this. They were on a tear for a few weeks. And the World Boss has made it known that they were 20 points or less away from taking over the leading scoring. And Chibo said he didn't give a fuck. But right now, Chibo Burgers, you continue your winning ways. You go on to 9-1, second in the division. The Ass Kickers 5-5, who are losing their window of opportunity to still make the playoffs. On the flip side, it was a lot of buys. Ladd, 7 points, 2 receptions, 52 yards. Mason got 1 rush. Drake May, this shit was trash up and down. I mean, just you went in with the B squad and the C squad. So it is what it is going up here. Ricky Pearsall, 19 points on the bench. Bryce Young, 13 points on the bench. Yeah. Chibo Burgers wins. The Ass Kickers 5-5.
Is the A team good enough to
do anything? Chibo Burgers?
No, to do anything.
My A team?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because the stack ain't been living up to week 1.
They had week 1 through 4, week 1 through 5. They was killing.
They weren't killing.
Okay.
They had
at one point the Ass Kickers was what, 4th in scoring up until about week 6.
I don't remember what the
I'll pull it up. While you go ahead and get your synopsis, I'll pull it up. Don't worry about it. I'll pull it up right.
I'm just asking because I mean I was thinking about this earlier. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, and Reed. I don't know if this stack is up to the task, especially what we've seen like the last 3-4 weeks out of them. Jordan Love's leading well. Yeah, I think Jordan Love's leading the league in interception. Pathetic. I mean, Jacobs has actually been really good, decent. No, he's been good. I ain't gonna shit on him. He's been good. But I think the biggest problem with this stack is Jordan Love does not have a favorite receiver, and Reed is not his number 1 guy.
He's not?
Oh.
You really don't think so? Reed is top 10 in the league in wide receivers. Who's the number one receiver?
Huh? I said I don't know. It ain't Reed.
How come it's not?
Because if he was the number one receiver, he'd be leading the team in targets.
That's he's leading the league in the team in receptions and touchdowns, and he's a top 10 receiver. Nobody else out there is even close to that. He spreads the ball around. Reed happens to catch it.
The problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. Reed hasn't had. If you are WR1 on your team, you should have more than one game with over 7 targets.
He does. He has 8 targets.
He should have more than one.
More than one. I got you.
That's what I said. You should have more than one. I mean, you are it ain't like the fucking Green Bay is fucking 8-0, and they can afford to spread the fucking ball around. If you the WR1, you the guy that's posed in clutch time. I need to be going to you every time so we can win this fucking game. He spreads the fucking ball around, and if that's the stack and you supposed to be the WR1, that's a problem. To me, it's a problem.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the reasons the ass kickers had lost 2 or 3 games before playing Chivo Burgers.
So it wasn't the Willis game in week 2, the Willis game in week 3, where he only got 9 yards and 50 yards. And then he came back with 30 points and 139, 78 yards, 28, 10, 55, and 100.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
you're throwing out bullshit numbers.
Okay.
But what did you just tell me you was on?
What do you mean?
As far as losing streak?
5 games. 4 games. 4 out of my last 5.
So they was on by this week. So give me the last 3 that your WR1 did.
18, 8, and 3.
The losing streak.
Before the losing streak, what I'll say?
Doing the losing streak.
15, 3, 8, and 18.
No, it was actually
You said 4-game losing streak.
But we can't count this week. You count this week as your 4th loss.
The last 4 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 3, 8, and 28, 18.
Then you only lost. You had a loss early in the year. We're not talking about that.
4 in a row.
5-1. You was 5-1. You ain't okay. So 4 in a row would consist of this game today. They didn't play this game. So basically, the last 3 games y'all lost.
I'm on a 4-game losing streak. Oh, I see what you're saying. The last 3 games. I thought you were about the last. Okay, 3, 8, and 18.
I'm just saying, bro.
Okay.
You don't see the correlation between scoring 3.
You're the same motherfucker that said that the Green Bay stack was trash from week 1, from the first show we did.
Yeah, and then I didn't say they was trash. I said I ain't like your team. I said I agree with Brian. I agree with Brian that you had one of the worst teams in the league.
Now my question is this: 3, 8, and 18 last 3 games.
Yeah.
He's still 10th in fantasy. What does that say?
I mean, he has
after, and he missed a week. So he got a bye week, 2 trash weeks. So he got 1, 2 trash weeks and a 0, and he's still 10th in wide.
He won't be 10th come Monday when they update him.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. You know what that tell me?
He
had some big weeks. That's what it tell me. That's some big weeks.
Is he not still the rookie record holder for receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns in Green Bay?
That's Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
That's Green. That's a franchise record. You acting like that's, you acting like I could say Puka shitted on his rookie year last year.
He did.
Okay, then. So
He did.
what the fuck I got to do? If Puka was in Green Bay, he wouldn't be
Really?
that guy. Would he?
Depends. Niggas didn't think he was gonna be that guy.
Come on, man. I'm just saying. The stack has questions.
Mm-hmm.
We throwing it just like we challenge or we throw out shit with Chibo Burgers or we throw out shit with Mason and Garundo and CMC. We threw all that shit out. Now it's coming back on the stack.
Okay.
The stack ain't doing what the stack needs to be doing. You know what I'm saying? We was praising them. Yeah, we'll admit we was praising them. We was putting them up there with the Charger stack. But at this point, that's disrespectful.
Is it?
It's a slap in the face to what Brian built.
Wow.
Because they ain't on that level.
Okay.
That's a championship stack.
Mm-hmm. Well, he averaging 17 yards a catch, though. I'm just saying that. So right now the ass kickers go 5-5. Their window is possibly closing. You got Cheese the Don that possibly could gain a game on them going into the next week. So the ass kickers next week got the Gronk. Chivo Burgers next week has Hurricane Walker, which would be a very, very interesting matchup. So that's all the teams. That's all the people. That's everything. Do you still want to give your breakdown of the way the playoff picture could possibly unfold, or do you just want to get back to your game?
It's still early. I don't. It's a lot of scenarios that could go down. But if you want to give me something, give me something. What you get?
Basically, what I have is it's about to be a lot of 5-5 teams. People's Champ, the ass kickers. Walker goes to 6-4. That moves him, but the ass kickers stay where they are because they division winning. Gronk could possibly go to 6-4, but still got the ass kickers at 5-5. But if Gronk goes to 5-5, Said goes to 5-5. It's a lot of stuff going on. But the one thing that I will say, the one spot, the one way that guarantees a spot in the playoffs is that division title. So the biggest thing is Matrix first in a division, possibly could go 6-4, maintain their hold on first. Third in the West, Gronk, they get this win, they move up possibly to second, if not first. 6-4. Yep, they'll be tied with Missouri Kings for first place in the division. This is going to be a tight one. It just is. And then when going back into division, we're going to see buys and stuff. Some of them buys out the way, some of them aren't. Because I looked ahead into this division and saw some stuff, but it's going to be tight. Real tight.
You nervous?
Yeah, I am.
I think you got a 2-point. Like I said, I got Brian winning, so I think you got a 2-game lead.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to be, if you look where you lose anyway. Mm-hmm. If Cheese lose tonight,
mm-hmm.
all you got to do is beat
Bucks.
But no,
and Fantasy Football Club.
Gronk. You got to beat Gronk.
Mm-hmm.
That's the game for you. You got to beat Gronk. Cheese got a tough one against somebody next week.
Hurricane Walker.
So, yeah, okay. Because you said Chibo Burgers was playing Hurricane Walker. I don't know why you said
I'm
that.
sorry. Chibo Burgers has a light one next week, if I remember. Chibo Burgers has Matrix.
Okay. So, yeah. Listen, if he comes back into the division, here's the thing: if he comes back in the division down 2 games, he's
Mm,
gonna need you to lose 2 games
just a tie.
just to tie. So he needs to either he got to close that gap to at least one. I think.
Before going back to division.
Yeah. So I mean, you got Gronk next week. Here's the thing: if Gronk wins this week, it is 6-0, but Gronk hasn't looked, which is crazy because when he was losing, Gronk looked impressive. Now since he's winning every week, he's winning
Progressively
games.
lower.
Yeah, he's winning games and early scoring, so
Mm-hmm.
that's an interesting dynamic that's happening. Really, like I say, to me, it's too early to call it because I think you need to win your division first. Only team. Listen, Brian, I believe, has a chance. I don't think he's gonna win the division, but he has a chance to make the playoffs. But outside of the South and maybe the West, I I I would I would only count I'm not counting nobody in the East to win a wild card game or win a wild card spot. You got to win your division.
So you
Said and Brandon, you got to win your division because you're so bad that if you don't win your division, you're not getting the 7th or the 8th spot. Chibo, however, even though the South ain't decided, so between me, Chibo, and Lennox,
mm,
that's a division winner and the 5th seed. Nobody's getting that 5th seed except for somebody coming out the South,
mm-hmm,
and possibly the 6th seed, which was probably right now is looking like Lennox.
mm-hmm.
Those spots are damn near locked up. After next week, they might get their X. They're saying that they qualify for the playoffs. I'm pretty sure Chivo will have his X saying he's qualified for the playoffs. Lennox will probably be after that.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you the breakdown. 100% for Team Commish, 99 for Chibo Burgers, and 94 for the World Boss percentage of making the playoffs.
Yeah, they gonna make.
Bullyfoots has 4. People's Champ has 51. Matrix is at 63. The Ass Kicker 72. Cheese the Don 25. Bucks 15. 1 for the North Siders.
So that's a tie game. 5 minutes left.
Mm. What did golf do?
They up by 2,
Okay.
but Danielle Hunter scoring, so he's got a defensive tackle. He needed defensive tackle to go off pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Went with the Chicago head coach.
Another touchdown pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's looking real promising for the Matrix. I'm just saying.
They just kicked it off. 23-23.
Yep.
All right.
So
Yep,
that's
we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
Listen, man. It's been an interesting show, man. You've been in a little nasty
I
mood.
haven't been. You started this motherfucker. Don't do that. I haven't been in a nasty mood, and don't push that motherfucking narrative, man. Don't do
Listen, man,
that.
I don't know why you won't give Bijan the love he deserves.
I do give the love. You want me to sit up and call the motherfucker LeBron, and I'm not. You can call him whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, it's just like with love. When I said love was good, motherfucker shit on me. Motherfucker said I was crazy. But I went ahead and rolled with what I had to say. It's my squad. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to. The shit is working out. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's my opinion. And the nigga good.
Huh?
The nigga good.
Oh,
Bijan Robinson.
it's mean. Good. I mean, dude, averaging 21 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
20. But he had one game where he was 24.2.
Did Jason Kidd have a good career?
Absolutely.
Who had a better career, him or AI?
AI. I mean, AI
Okay.
would.
Oh, but
AI.
does that take anything away from Jason Kidd's greatness?
No, Jason Kidd is AI and Jason Kidd's two different players, though.
Yeah, same thing with.
I would say I don't know. I know AI. I don't want to say nothing about AI because he is a cultural legend.
Okay, who had a better career, Melo or Kidd?
What?
I'm asking your opinion.
They different. I mean, Kidd is an assist leader, top 5, one of the great point guards of all time.
Who's a better point guard,
Melo,
Kidd or Stockton?
I'll probably go. Mm, I'll probably go Stockton.
Okay,
Maybe.
but does that take anything away from Kidd?
What that got to do with LBJ?
I answered your question. So yes, sir. What does
Oh,
that have to do? Did that take anything away from Kidd?
no.
Okay, so Bijan can still be great, but he can still not be the second coming of running backs. It's possible. Can both things be true?
Uh,
Is Bijan Marshall?
Who better than Bijan in the game right now?
Is Bijan Marshall? Is
Better
Bijan
than
Gurley?
Huh?
Is Bijan Gurley?
Who better than Bijan in the game right now?
All right. Okay. We're not answering questions. It's cool.
Because you going to find legends. I'm talking about right now. Who better than Bijan
Until
in
he
the
becomes
game?
a legend, he's regular. He's a great player in the league right now.
You see, that's where the hate comes.
That ain't hate, man.
Because you want me to compare a 12-year career versus a 2-year career and then give you an answer.
You want to go ahead and make a year and a half career like he's out.
I just asked you.
You want me to call the motherfucker the greatest. You want me to put him on the level.
His name's in the league that you could say right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of one or two right now, but I'm asking you, who better than Bijan in the game right now?
Saquon.
Okay.
Derrick Henry.
Okay.
So that means that he's not the GOAT.
Oh, come on, let's keep going.
That's just two off the top of my head.
Can you name 3?
I think Montgomery's had they both over 1,000 last year. I'm gonna just go with them two. Just go with them two.
Oh, he a top 3 guy.
Yes.
And them 2 cats is older guys, right?
Mm.
And he a young buck, number 2.
Okay.
His second year in the league, I mean.
Yes.
Top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, come on, man. That's LBJ.
When did Josh Jacobs win the Russian title? His second or third year?
No, he won in his 4th year.
No, his 4th year he was
won in his 4th year, but right before it was his payday year.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying. You gave me 2 guys.
You want me to go ahead and say the dude?
Oh, you gave me 2 guys, and I'm saying he a top 3 running back. You can't definitively say you like nobody else over him other than them 2 guys.
So
Look, he working.
I'm not working. I'm just saying. So 2 years ago, Josh Jacobs was on his 3rd year, right?
No, this is Josh Jacobs' 6th year. He did 5 years in LA.
Okay.
I mean, with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let's end this, man. People tired of seeing me
Shit
about LBJ. Look at what you say.
He's a great player, and he's doing his thing, but he's not the second coming, and I'm not gonna say that. But other than this, listen, y'all. This is being week motherfucking 10 of the Monday morning quarterback. This motherfucker over here is real fucking spicy and zesty as a motherfucker. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna go ahead and close this shit out. Fuck what he talking about.
I know somebody last year who rolled Harris.
Yes.
Into the ground. So hey, I'm following suit from what you did. And every week when Bijan, when LBJ Bijan put up numbers like he did this week,
okay,
gotta hear about it. And here's the thing.
He can't be LBJ if he got 2 running backs ahead of him. We just named off the top of our head. You either the GOAT or you not. Either you're the GOAT or you're not. Listen. Either you the GOAT or you're not.
So you telling me when LeBron was in year 2, he was more big time than Kobe? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Fuck out of here. Oh, okay. Revisionist history. Yeah, Kobe was the motherfucking man, and LeBron was behind him.
Weak motherfucking 10 of the Monday.
LeBron was behind.
Got this motherfucker. Hey, we all just. Hey, I would say, man, you are a formidable opponent. Even though you be pivoting shit and you stand firm and I don't back down on my opinion. So it's always fun. And this is why we do this, y'all. But that nigga's good, but he not the second coming. So with that being said, from me to you to yours, go ahead and take the people out with your soft ass. Peace.